What's up, YouTube? We got a yo-yo review to do today. This is the Thesis yo-yos. Thesis. Thesis yo-yos. Back again with, I believe this is their third yo-yo. I've had all three of them. The first one was the Synthesis. The second one was the Serenade. And the third one is the Thesis. Now, the Thesis is essentially the bimetal version of the Synthesis. And before I start gushing over the yo-yo, let's talk about the specs. It is 55 millimeters in diameter. It is 45 millimeters wide. It weighs in at 64.1 grams. Has a 4.55 millimeter gap. So the gap is a touch wider and has 61 aluminum and solid steel rings. So this, my friends, is a bimetal yo-yo in the purest sense of the word. Stainless steel rings, 6061 aluminum. Beautiful machining. I love the feel on the bead blast finish. It feels so silky. It's a silky bead blast finish. And honestly, this bimetal is a ton of fun. So the thing I really liked about the first Thesis yo-yo, the Synthesis, was while being a sort of VH hybrid competition-y type shape, it sort of had a little bit of float and hop to it, and just was nice. It was a fun yo-yo to play. It played. I mean, it was still very stable and you know what have you, but had some fun to it. This, while being a bimetal, sort of retains all the fun and the magic of the Synthesis. But, you know, it gives you the power of bimetal rings, stainless steel rings, but just, it's fun. This is a really fun bimetal, and a lot of bimetals you can have a lot of fun with. This one, to me, sort of merges the extra performance you get out of a bimetal with, like, the sort of feel and how nice and how, like, sort of unique a monometal can feel. Just the way the weight is distributed. So Thesis yo-yos really did a nice job on this. I've been having a good time with it. It feels good to throw. I don't want to say floaty because it's definitely, you feel the power, but it's sort of like, it's got that. You know what I mean? Like, it's just got that little bit of, it reminds me of the monometal version. This is just bimetal. It's a little more powerful. And I like that. I like it all very much. This will drop early in October, and they're pretty limited stock. I want to say there's less than 100 of them, like 75. And $75, which for a bimetal is a pretty solid price point. I'm not going to beat around the bush. $75 for a bimetal that's this fun to play, this smooth, this well constructed. Great. Good. Only will be available through the Thesis Yo-Yo's website. The link will be down in the description. But it comes out in early October, so just, you know, hold your horses a bit, but I've been given the go-ahead to do the review now. Speaking of October, autumn beers are out, guys. I haven't had any drinks on camera. This is some Southern Tier. This is one of my favorites. This is the Harvest Autumn IPA. This is like my favorite autumn beer. I know it's kind of like basic of me, but this is like my favorite autumn beer. I really like this. I like Oktoberfest beers too, but like the Southern Tier Harvest IPA really, it hits all the right notes for me. It's all about me. We've talked about that before. But anyway, let's go ahead and throw the old Thesis yo-yos. Thesis. This is hard to say. I'm gonna spit up or mess up during this video. Let's go throw this bad boy around. I'll show you guys what he can do. Thesis yo-yos. Thesis. I haven't screwed it up yet. Okay, like I said, upon first throw, you don't really necessarily feel like this is a bimetal. However, as you get longer into your trick set, you notice that it is not tilting, and it's still spinning, and it's still going, and going. And to me, the best designed bimetals are the bimetals that give you all that bimetal performance, but don't feel like you're playing a bimetal. This is a pretty limited stock. I don't think that anybody is necessarily a competitor on their team if they even have a team that would be using this. Would be a perfectly fine yo-yo to use in competition. It's long, spinning, and stable, and easy to hit the string. And that's pretty much, I stole those words basically from Brandon Wu, and that's basically what, or Brandon Vu, and that's basically what you want in a competition yo-yo. But this thing's just fun, man. Regens are alright. So because the gap's a little bit wider, you can get more like wraps without any snagginess. But at the same time, like, it's not as snappy bind of a yo-yo as I'm used to. It's also got those white pads that aren't my favorite. For this review, I didn't change anything, but I will probably change it out to grippier pads. Maybe like the red ones or something like that. But they're good enough. They get the job done. Kind of dragged a little bit there. The grind finish is velvety, smooth, delicious. I am in love with the grind finish on this yo-yo. I really am. It's really, really, really velvety. Finger spins. Plenty of room. Very doable. Thumb grinds. You can get your thumb in there, but the metal goes in there. That's going to feel weird. I don't like thumb grinding on... Yeah. You can kind of feel the... Like, it's fine. It's not a big deal. Obviously, I could do it pretty easy. You can feel the metal, like the stainless steel. I don't really like thumb grinding on stainless steel. But it's totally doable. If you don't have that aversion to it like I do. It's not snaggy, like I said. That was like kind of like backwards triple wrap trick, and didn't even... Usually I can kind of feel the yo-yo start to like, want to catch, but not on this. Yeah, it's just a good bimetal. Like, it feels right. The weight distribution feels good. Like, you get all the bimetal power, but, like, doesn't have that weird bimetal stiff feeling. And it's really fun. It's a really fun bimetal. It's one of the most fun bimetals I can think of. Usually I'm not a big bimetal fan, but super fun bimetal. Easy to hit the string, too. Rejects nice. Comes off the string nice. Everything about it. Nice. I dig. Let's go ahead and take it apart. Show you guys the insides. Take it apart, shall we? Comes apart very nice. Machining's very good. No qualms with that. Didn't notice any nicks, dings, or anything under the ano. QC'd very nicely. All right, let's check her out. So, we got stainless steel ring. Goes up to here. It's all pretty much the same level of flat there. And then a cut in. I do like this cut here. Aesthetically, I think it looks good. It probably removes a little bit of weight as well. But I think it looks good. Flattens out. Goes right up to the step up right before the pad there. Step up is just a touch rounded. Could use a little bit more rounding just from my eyeballs, but looking at it, but honestly not a thing I felt too much. The pad fits in there beautifully, doesn't stick out at all, nor is it too big. So perfect fit for the pad. All of the dimensions are correct. All of them feel good, look good, and play good. This is a... What is this? This is just a your good old standard concave bearing. Is it a 10 ball? This thing spins like a champ. Solid bearing comes with it. Very, very nice. Axle's not super long, but went back together nice, snug. Looks good. All right, let's do pros and cons. Pros, velvety smooth finish. Finger spins, very doable. Nothing to get in your way there. No engravings or anything there. But there is, and I don't know if it'll show up on camera. Let me find it here. There's the tiniest little, it says Thesis. Yes, it did show up. It says Thesis right there. I love that. That's really cool. It's the only engraving on here, but it's in the steel, so you'll know what the yo-yo is. You can't forget it, because you'll find it. And then, bearing's good. For me, gap's a little wide, a little slippy, but that's, you know, that's sort of a to each his own thing. If you use thicker string, you're actually going to really, really love that, because it's not going to be snaggy at all. For me, I'm going to probably put some grippier pads in it, truth be told, but that would be my only real con. Everything else is just really nice, really well done, and that's more preference, really, than anything else. It's not even a con, it's just a preference. I don't expect everybody to design yo-yos exactly perfectly for me so that I give them, you know, reviews on grippiness. But really good yo-yo. For 75 bucks, really, really solid value as well. Thesis Yo-Yos is a cool company. I really like the Serenade. I really like this. You know, I like the Synthesis too. They've done really good yo-yos straight across the board. Everything's been just straight up good. And, you know, another solid yo-yo to their lineup. All killer, no filler from the boys over at Thesis Yo-Yos. So shout out to them for sending this over. This is quite the bimetal. So pick it up. It'll be next month. Drops early October-ish. Follow them on Instagram and their website and all that stuff. All the links are down in the description below. Make sure you check that stuff out. But thanks so much for watching, guys. Please make sure you like and subscribe. Cheers to you. Wait, cheers to you. I'll see you next time.